Wow, what a beaut. I'm in Southeast Asia right now in a rainforest, and I've come across this beautiful orchid mantis. Now these orchid mantis have these legs that resemble petals, and so they camouflage quite nicely to the orchids. Now this is quite a survival adaptation. They can even live inside these orchids and then catch food that lands on these orchids. Now they can even color change according to what orchid they are on. As you can see, this one is pink because the orchid is pink. What an amazing creature.
Hey guys, we're out here in Africa today where we just found this giraffe, this long, tall, gentle giant out here. Now I want to tell you a few things today you might not know about giraffes. They have special behavioral adaptations that they use in order to get enough water every day. See, they have a hard time actually getting to water sources because of their long legs and long neck. So it's very hard for them to actually bend down and get into the water supply. So instead, they have to use leaves and eating in order to get that daily supply. So one of the mechanisms that they use in order to do this is they'll eat the leaves off the achai tree, and they have thorns on them. So they'll close their eyes, they use special muscles in their nose to close their nostrils, and then they use their long tongues to kind of move around the thorns to get the leaves. Another adaptation that they use is a process called ruminating. Now giraffes eat for 20 hours a day. They only rest for about 5 to 30-minute intervals, and during that resting time they're doing ruminating, which is a process where they pull up food that they had previously swallowed whole. They will then regurgitate it, they eat it and chew it and then swallow it again, and that's how they can continuously keep eating even while they're getting their rest. So giraffes use these great behavioral adaptations to get their necessary daily amounts of water and nutrients every day.
Here we are in northern Mexico. We're looking for a vampire bat. There's one here looking for its prey tonight. It sees an unsuspected giraffe. It tries to come closer, not to make itself noticeable to it, and it quickly slices off a piece of the giraffe's skin and quickly sucks up blood. It quickly flies away, not to be noticed. The giraffe doesn't notice a thing. We have followed the bat back to its cave. The bat begins to rest as it's had a full meal tonight. Here we see another bat approach it. It seems this bat has not eaten for a few days. The bat asks the other bat for a share of its food, its blood. The bat probably thinks about the costs and the benefits. Should it give the bat its share of blood? He most likely will think about tomorrow night or the next night after, and if it can probably find blood that night, maybe this bat will become useful to it. He decides the benefits outweigh the cost and gives a share of blood to its fellow bat. This behavior represents altruism in vampire bats.
Here is the superb bird of paradise, commonly identified by the bright blue breastplate on the males, as well as the cowl that is on the back of the males, as well as two bright blue metallic dots, which is also the same color as the breastplate, which will expand during the mating dance. The females are not nearly as bright as the males are. They have very dull coloring compared to them, and this is to protect them when they are nesting. The male superb bird of paradise has expanded his cowl to make a smiley face. The female bird of paradise watches to critique his dance as he hops around and smacks his tail on the wood to make a loud clicking noise. Typically, the female will only watch for a couple seconds to around a minute before she decides whether or not she's going to mate with the male or not.
Look at this cute fella. Don't be fooled by the blossoming trees or the sweat on my forehead, but we are in the Arctic tundra in May, early May. This little guy is Bombus polaris, the tundra bumblebee. And it is, the mornings are cold, around freezing, but this little guy needs to stay active. How does he do it, or how does she do it? Two mechanisms. In the thorax, lots of shivering to keep the flight motor, the flight muscles warm. The second mechanism, lots of hair to keep the heat bottled in. Lots and lots of hair covering this baby. In human terms, you can see me. Not a lot of hair, lots of heat escaping through my head, through my hair. But now, lots of hair, heat bottled in, sweating, sweat starting to pour down my face. I can really feel it. Whew. That's an adaptation.
And we broke the stick.
You didn't notice that one.
You just gotta.
I
guess you can just hold this part, right?
Yeah, I think I'll manage.
Yeah.
Mechanism of adaptation. An amazing adaptation to its for survival. This is turning out very badly.
Sir David Attenborough, you've been